So, hey guys, Rob here with McDojo Life. I am excited to have my guest on today, a true badass, Miriam Nakamoto. What's up, lady? How are you?
Good. You're gonna go pajama shopping with me.
Yeah, we're all going to go pajama shopping with Miriam while she's doing her thing. And we'll just shoot the crap. And maybe we'll get lucky. Someone will try to mug you in the parking lot. You get to beat the crap out of them on live. That'd be cool.
I'm going to Nordstrom Rack because I'm bougie, but I don't want to spend the money.
Well, I'm a Ross guy. I'm a
You're,
Ross
I'm a
guy.
Ross. Well, I'm a Ross gal too, but I'm trying to upgrade here.
I got you. I got you. You're trying to step up your game a little bit. I see.
Yeah. Ooh, that's
Yeah,
a
definitely.
shiny forehead. Jesus. That's all right. That's all right.
It
This is my
happens,
rolled out
man.
of bed look.
Well, real fast, I'd like to thank my sponsors because they will disown me if I don't. Thank you, Gold BJJ. You rock. I appreciate you guys for joining the team. Thank you, Rev Gear, because you guys are awesome, hooking me up with my new contact over at Fuji. And thank you so much to Fight Back CBD because, damn it, my body hurts, and you helped me with that. So thank you, all of you guys. So, Miriam, real fast, if you can just do me a favor and let everybody who is watching know your resume. Hit them with the what you've been up to the last like X amount of life that you've had lived.
Oh, I was gonna say if you're gonna say the last 6 years, I'm like nothing. I'm working towards the comeback. I've won some world titles. I've got some belts, but more importantly, I have the belts that count.
Well, there's quite a few. That's a very humble way of putting it. You've beat wholesale ass for a very long time. And I've seen you just straight up wreck other female fighters with ease. That's all right. I don't know. We'll leave that up to the guests. I don't know if anybody who's watching has any opinions on what pajamas she should be buying, but that's apparently what we're doing. But yeah, man.
Pajamas.
What made you want to what made you want to start martial arts?
I think the most I can remember is that one day I just decided I wanted to do Muay Thai. And so I told my dad and stepmother that, and they got me a Billy Blanks Type O video cassette. That's how long ago this was.
Yeah, man, VHS.
I'm old. I'm 43. I'm at 43 as of Monday.
Oh, well, happy birthday. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I wish you happy birthday on your birthday, but happy birthday belated from McDojo Life.
Give me a birthday leg kick, birthday nunchuck beating.
Yeah, usually people pay double for that kind of action.
Depends on who's giving it.
So, what exactly did you do on your birthday?
I took some shrooms with my buddy who's a jiu-jitsu black belt, and I made him come do boxing with me.
On shrooms?
Yeah, and you know how jiu-jitsu people feel about getting punched? So it's kind of awesome. Yeah. I mean, I wasn't going to take... No, I wasn't going to take advantage of that. That's weak. But yeah, so it was fun. And then we went to a bakery. A real close friend of his owns a bakery, and it was closed that day, but they special opened it for us and did a tasting. Yeah, it's pretty dope.
Awesome.
It was pretty dope.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, it was sick.
And you were high during that time too?
We were hella high and shrooming with eating cakes and stuff and gelato.
So are you in Denver?
What's that?
Are you in Denver?
No, San Francisco. Daly City right now.
Okay, I got you. Yeah, because I know that they just made mushrooms legal in Denver.
Oakland too, I believe.
Oh,
decriminalized.
Shit. Decriminalized. Yeah. Big difference, right?
Yeah, I don't know what that means exactly. It still sounds like you could get the short end of the stick on that. I don't know.
Yeah, it's like they leave it open just enough to arrest you for something.
That gray area will get you.
Yeah, I'm curious how that's going to go, man, because like weed, you know, like once they made it pretty much legal in a lot of states, man, the weed that you get is just incredible. And now that I
don't smoke.
Oh,
yeah,
man, it is terrifying because I'm a lightweight. So
yeah,
my God, I actually went to Denver for a conference out there, and when I got there, some guys were like, "Oh my God, it's McDojo Live, blah blah blah," and they were like, "We should
try this."
Yeah, exactly. And I was like, "All right, fuck it." So we went to a dispensary, and there was like some 20-something-year-old dude back there who just lives in the dispensary, and he's like spouting off all this stuff about what's in it and all this stuff. I was like, "Just give me something I could eat." So I ate the edible.
I don't know.
Oh my God. I'm just staring at a wall for the next 3 hours, wondering where my life went. And yeah, some Korean barbecue, which was the shit.
That's dope.
Yeah,
that doesn't sound fun.
And I mean, I'm not a really big weed fan unless I know I'm not going to be doing anything.
Yeah, that's basically what it's good for me.
And then
I'm done. I don't know who the fuck I am.
Well, shit, I heard they were trying to. Right now. I heard they were trying to take it off the illegal substance list for fighters.
Weed.
Yeah, THC.
Oh, okay. They need to take shrooms off. I don't even think they test for that though.
I mean, right? Wouldn't it be fairly noticeable if like a fighter got in the ring like on shrooms though?
No, I thought didn't Donald Cerrone, wasn't he microdosing on shrooms in a UFC fight?
Oh shit, I didn't hear about that. No.
Yeah, Google that. You should Google that. That's what I heard.
That's an interesting concept. Microdosing. Is that just taking just enough? Like just a little bit?
Yeah, you don't really feel it.
Oh, well, that's no fun.
Just a little. You feel a little, not like you can function.
That's like drinking a sip of beer.
Yeah. Well, you have to get. It's like having a half a glass of wine, so you feel a little bit of the fuzzy feeling, but not okay. So, but then you do that with like shrooms or acid. I did that a lot actually. Last year, I did a lot of microdosing with acid, and did a lot of jiu-jitsu training. It was cool because it put me more in your primal brain. So my body, I think as an athlete, when I get too much in my analyzer, I forget my body's innate intelligence. Like my body kind of knows where to go. It knows what to do.
Yeah.
And so like when I fight, there's so much time put in drilling that when I fight, I can just rely on reptile brain and just react instead of having to think about what I need to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah, definitely. So, a lot of guys swear by weed and rolling jiu-jitsu on weed.
Right. And so when you do the acid and you do jiu-jitsu, and especially me as a high-level striker, when I do when I microdose, learning technique was kind of fucked. It was very confusing. It's like I don't know what they're talking about. It's too many words. Yeah. But when it came to rolling, I could just feel like what somebody wanted, where they wanted to go, what direction they're headed. And like my arm would just be like, bah, and block them. Or I would just turn, or I'd be like, no, don't touch, or I need to go this way. And I didn't really need to like remember technique. My body just knew what to do. Does that make sense?
Yeah, hell yeah. Okay. That inner monologue's a bitch, man. You start talking to yourself too much in your own head, and then you don't actually do anything at all. You're too busy thinking.
I'm like, oh wait, so I got to put this here and then that here. It's like, that doesn't. They're gone by then,
Yeah, they're already hitting you.
Well, for me in jiu-jitsu, but yeah,
dude, I want to hear about this shit that just happened with you, man. I thought that was just fucking inspiring as shit. So you had a fucking nasty knee injury, like
ACL tear.
Yeah, it was, and it's put you out. It's put you out of commission for a while, and I know it's been something you've been wanting to work on and get fixed. And fucking out of nowhere, dude, here comes Joe Rogan with the fucking save. What do you think about that?
Yeah, that was dope. It was pretty cool. I was actually about to move to Kauai, to get some work done, not on my knee, but to help with my biomechanics. And then I talked to Joe, and he's like, no, goddammit, you need stem cells. You don't need that first. You need the stem cells first. And I was like, that's cool, man, but I don't have $30,000 to drop on some stem cells. Like, he's like, just talk to the doctor. Will you just at least do that for me? And I'm like, all right. And I talked to him, and then the doctor said it was covered.
Holy shit. That is fucking awesome.
Yeah.
So you didn't even expect that, I'm assuming. You were just like going to get like a regular, like, okay, well, I'll just see what they have to say kind of thing. And the doctor was like,
yeah.
Man, that is so fucking badass.
Because Joe had said that he had done his mom for like $2,000 or something. And I was like, yeah, but I'm not your mom. I'm just Aaron Nakamoto. And that's very different than Joe Rogan's mom. Yeah. And he's like, just talk to him. And I'm like, all right. And so, he hit me with that. It was kind of a trip.
Yeah, man, that's crazy, dude. Yeah, like, to be honest, like me and him, like we don't chat like almost at all, right? I mean, he's helped push my page and stuff just because he likes it. Like he doesn't ask for anything or anything like that. And he's a genuinely good fucking human being. And then like he found out on my birthday, just so we can trade Rogan stories or whatever. So, he was going to be in Atlanta for a UFC that was in Atlanta, which was the Stylebender fight, the awesome fucking Stylebender fight with a Gaston. And I was going to be in Atlanta anyway. And I was like, hey, dude, I tried to buy tickets to his show. And I was like, dude, it's sold out. I was like, are you going to do like more ticket sales later on down the road? And he was like, nah, we're sold out. But what we're going to do instead is I'll go ahead and just get you 2 tickets to the show. And I was like, oh, no shit. And then so that night I was like, cool, thank you. I'd like to shake your hand. And I wasn't able to meet him or whatever. He moved on with his day. And I was like, yeah, whatever. Fuck it. Thank you. I appreciate it. And then so the next day I'm like having lunch. Right. And he's like, are you going to be in town for the UFC? I go, well, I mean, I'll be in town. I was like, I don't have any tickets to the UFC. He's like, I left you 2 at Wheel Call. And I was fucking ringside watching that fight. And I was like, dude, this is so fucking surreal, man. And like, again, he doesn't really accept like thank yous like that. He's like, I said thank you, and he just doesn't say shit. And I'm like, dude, it's so fucking hard to like, I want to say thank you, but you're not saying you're welcome, or you're not responding just because I guess just a humble dude, and he's like, nah, no, fuck it, don't worry about it.
Just do what I do and cry on him. Well, if it was your knee in 6 years, you probably would too.
No shit, yeah, fuck yeah. Like I actually just started running again because my knee has been utter shit for several years. You know, I guess it's just from the impact of kicking and getting legs checked and shit like that over the years. And you know, I've been doing martial arts for 22 years, and so that takes a toll on your knees. Like
you're old too.
Yeah. And then I was like, dude, yeah, I feel that shit. And then like, you know, I started running the other day and I was like, holy shit, I guess the little time I took off, my shit is better than it was before. So I was like, fuck it, I'll just start running again.
I noticed that I was kind of stressed. I mean, so it seems like when he said it'll be 6 months before I can do impact with my knee, and after the stem cells, I was kind of stressing about time because I'm turning 43. I just turned 43, and I was like, fuck, man, I don't know. Like, am I going to be able to do this? Feels like I'm running out of time. Like, this seems insane. And even more insane than I already did. But then I saw a video from me just playing around the ring on my birthday. And granted, I was on shrooms, but still, it's still in there. And I was watching my movement, I was watching my speed, and I was watching the footwork, and I was watching just everything. And I was like, damn, I still got it. Like that's me 15 pounds overweight with a chunky ass, not training regularly because my knee always bothers me. You know, totally out of shape and deconditioned. Like, and I still can move. I still have speed.
Well, that video you sent for the promo, like, dude, your hands are fucking fast. Like
that's what I'm saying. And I'm like 43, you know, and just imagine like my knee isn't fucked up anymore and what I can do. So like,
yeah, of course.
I just thought about that after seeing it. And I was like, oh man, it's okay. You got time. Like everything is okay. Everything's happening the way it should be, you know? Because like the fighter that you are and the things that you know now, and the way you move now is so much better than the way you used to move and the way you used to fight. So, and I didn't accumulate any damage, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, that's the perk of being a badass.
Well, just one of the blessings in disguise of being injured, you know, as long as you still work on your craft, whether it's learning or whether it's just like tiny physical things that you can do or reviewing. Oh, thought you were younger. No, I'm 43, 76. As long as you're applying yourself, teaching, you know, coaching a fighter. Like right now, I'm helping somebody get ready for a Bellator fight, James Terry, and we've completely changed him. Like I've completely changed him to something else. But just coaching him helps me develop as a fighter. Yeah, you know. And so, I mean, fighting is just not the physical. It's the physical part is such a small aspect. And I think when I was an active fighter, I relied so much on the physicality, my athleticism, instead of my my mind. So
I think that once you start teaching people, it really does help adjust your game, you know, because you have to break things down so much more and understand them better to teach them, you know.
And I was like, wait, why the fuck do I do that? Do I do that? You have to think about like, wait, am I full of shit right now?
I am lying my ass off. I'm just trying to make it a lesson.
I was like, wait, maybe that isn't a good thing to do. Fuck.
Well, let's see.
Yeah,
Who's got another question? Rashid, he said, what is your ethnic background? Just curious.
As far as I know, it's Okinawan, white, black, and Native American.
Oh, wow. Shit. You are a mutt.
I'm a mutt. Yeah. That's probably why I don't look that old. So that Asian handy in there. Yeah.
Super handy, man. I'm white as shit. As you can see, I'm almost transparent.
See you are white.
Yeah, it's bad. Sunlight and me just do not get along.
It's like pull out the butter.
Just basting. I don't even tan. So
they got these pajamas here.
Oh yeah, just in case you're just now hopping in on the show, we are pajama shopping with Miriam Nakamoto. So let's see what we got. What's on the menu here?
This has dogs. I don't like that. I need cats.
Cats. God.
I need cats. I know. I'm sorry. I know. No. Fucking cat person. I know.
I had a cat.
End call.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh, it's static. No, I had a cat named Darkness for the longest time. And I thought it was the cleanest cat, right? I was in an apartment I had years ago, and I thought it was the cleanest cat. And then when I went to go move, I realized that this asshole had been going behind my TV stand and peeing on the carpet behind the TV stand. So like all the carpet was like still super clean. And when I pulled that out, you can just see where the cat had been like back there for years. It's like, you fucking bastard.
That's why you don't like cats.
So yeah, you know, I have a dog right now.
Your deposit.
What you do is you just like cover that up with another little carpet, you know.
Or no, you just paint it. Just paint it.
They'll never notice.
Just paint it up.
We had the crappiest carpet, man, in that apartment complex, and the gag. Me and my best friend used to live in there together. It was the cheapest apartment we could find right out of high school, and the gag was nice. We'd invite people over, and we'd be like, "Yo, take off your shoes." And when they come in the apartment, you could see that the carpet is just utter crap. We're like, "Take off your shoes." And man, we got so many free shoes that way because people would get drunk and just leave them. Yeah, it was awesome. Oh, I miss that apartment, man.
That wouldn't work for me though. Only if it's men.
Women are like, no, not these shoes.
No, I wear a 9.5 men's.
Oh yeah? Holy crap!
Yeah, we're an 11.
Oh, well, there you go.
I wouldn't get any shoes.
You do that size in the front, size in the back crap where you like have open-toed shoes. Like, no, I really wear a 6. It's just cram it into the open toe.
No, I don't have that option. I think I have to fight with transvestites for women's shoes.
Get out of here, Steve. You're not fooling anybody.
I know. Fuck that shit. These are mine.
At McDonald's, man. I had a transvestite dude try to like fist fight me at a McDonald's when I worked there.
Why?
Well, he said that he didn't get so just to backtrack, I was managing that McDonald's, so yeah, it still sucks managing and not. But dude chick goes to the drive-through and orders food for breakfast, and then like pulls out. You can hear him peel away from the window, and then he goes all the way and he runs into the front door, slams the front door, the McDonald's open, and then he grabs a bag of food and he throws it and hits one of my cashiers in the chest with a big bag of food. And I was like, oh my God, these people don't get paid that much money. They will kill you. And the dude chick walks up and he was like, I didn't get my order. I'm late for work. This is ridiculous. And I was like, excuse me, for one, it's pretty silly that you're trying to go to McDonald's while you're late for something. And so two, I was like, let me see your receipt and I'll be more than happy to help you. And I looked at the receipt and I started looking at the burgers that are strewn about the counter and the floor. And I saw the one that she was talking about, and I picked it up. And I was like, do you mean this one right here? He goes, don't you be sarcastic with me. This is ridiculous. You should come across this counter. I was like, this is a big woman. I mean, it was, I don't know this. It was a 6'4" dude in a dress, probably solid 215. And at the time I was 155 and I was fighting all the time, but I was like, I really don't want to do this. I'm going to get stabbed with a high heel shoe. And, so I was finally able to calm it down, but like the person just stormed out of the door, and I was like, I was about to get beat up by the tranny. It was going to be a rough day at McDonald's, rougher than it already would have been for me working at that establishment.
You have to say her though.
Is that the nomenclature? Am I?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think so. These things confuse me, like cis, and I don't know what any of this stuff is.
Yeah,
but,
see, I guess because maybe it's just the time that I grew up in.
Well, I'm in San Francisco. It's different.
Oh yeah.
It's real different over here. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
you need safe spaces. It's different.
I'm not about all that, man. I think I'm safe enough. I'm safe here with my gun in the South.
Where are you?
Florida.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we all got
to go to Florida.
Yeah, man, it's nice.
I was a student, but he bitched out. He did. He bitched out. He didn't want to fight. I was like, motherfucker, do you know how much fucking stress and anxiety I put into your ass? God damn it.
That happens. Yeah. You were talking about your age, man. Did you hear about John Wayne Parr?
No.
Yeah, so John Wayne Parr went almost 2 years, I think, without a fight. And he was like, dude, I'm on a contract with you people. Like, your job is to literally get me another fight. And he's like, I'm not getting any younger. And so finally he got his fight. And if he wins this fight, it'll be his 100th win.
So that's dope. And who is he fighting? Organization?
I don't remember. He was fighting through Bellator, but I think he's going to be fighting through a mixed promotion. Maybe it was Rizin and Bellator together, or one and Bellator together, something like that.
That's fucked up. Why wouldn't they get him a fight?
Well, they finally did.
What did they say?
Don't know. I guess he actually approached them and he was like, hey man, it's time for me to get a fight. And he's like, I guess from what I can tell, please don't quote me on this, anybody who's watching, but from what I had heard through the grapevine is that, his contract was through them, but it was open, so he could have still gone outside of the organization for fights.
Oh yeah, that's how Bellator does it.
Yeah, and so
right?
yeah, I think so. That's just what I heard anyway. And yeah, it just seemed like they were just trying to drag in their feet. And finally, he approached him like, well, "Look, I'm ready for a fight. I'm getting up there, man." And then I guess they finally got him one. So I just think that it's kind of awesome because I mean he's old for a fight.
He's getting up there.
Yeah, and so
totally old. Yeah, he's up there.
Let's see here. Somebody had the whole concept. Angel Rodriguez said, Miriam is right. You're supposed to address the transgender lady as her. You said enough to get an entire community after you, homie. Fuck you. I don't care.
But it is true.
Like we're talking about a situation that happened years ago. I could give a shit less. I'm going to call people by what I feel like I should call them. If I want to call you Shaquita or Steve or Phil and you are offended, then you are soft as baby shit. Like words are just words. Fuck you. But I mean, I'm not, I will just to add to the transgender thing is like if somebody who's not transgender says, like Muhammad Ali, for instance, he was like, don't call me Cassius Clay, call me Muhammad Ali. Okay, cool. You're Muhammad Ali. I treat it the same way. If you want to say, hey, my name isn't Susan, it's Phil. All right, cool. You're Phil. I don't give a shit because your sexual orientation is none of my business. Who you sleep with and how you sleep with is no one's business. Why you're pushing it out into the world, I don't know. But that's just my,
You're like, leave me the fuck out of it.
Yeah, it's your thing, man. You do you. Like, just don't get upset at me because of you.
This is slim pickings here. I'm not feeling any of these jammies.
No pajamas. That's a shame, man. Like, so you should have went Ross. We tried to go too high class.
But with pajamas, you don't want to have the seam stick in you. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah. Like
it's gotta be soft.
Yeah. I got a great pair from Walmart. They're Christmas, but I don't care. I wear them. They're great.
That makes them better.
Christmas all the time.
That makes them way better. Yeah, all the time.
I'm a big Christmas
more like
fan.
Halloween all the time. I like Halloween better.
Oh, really? You ever go to Halloween Horror Nights?
No, what is that?
Oh shit, man, you're missing out. So I was a staple for me for years. You go to Halloween Horror Nights literally every year at Universal Studios. And basically they turn Universal Studios into a giant theme park of Halloween. Like it's got haunted houses in it and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
man.
Okay.
And then every year they do different themes. So they have like different, like each haunted house is whatever the newest thing is. And they'll do some old school stuff. But like this year they're doing that movie Us as a haunted house, which I haven't seen yet. Have you seen that?
Mm-mm.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll do it.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. You probably get a kick out of it if you like Halloween.
What's that movie? Oh yeah, Get Out. Get Out.
Actually, I like that one. I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. That same dude's doing he's doing Twilight Zone now.
Oh, see, that's dope too. So I went and saw that movie in like a predominantly white theater, and it was kind of cool because by the end of the movie, all the white people were cheering for the black main character.
Of course, man. They made all the white people in that movie just evil as shit.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. Like, and there's so many little details, like of fan theories in that movie. Like, I don't know if you noticed, but there's a scene in the end of that movie where the main bad chick or whatever, the girlfriend in the movie, she's sitting down and she's eating Cheerios like independently while drinking a glass of milk instead of mixing the two together.
What was that for?
I mean, the fan theory is that she was separating the colored Cheerios from the white milk. Is the fan theory, right?
Okay.
Yeah. The who was that guy? Is it Jordan Peele?
Yeah. Fucking, I don't know. I'd have to look it up. Can you look it up?
Yeah. I mean, I can't.
I'll look it up. I'll look it up.
Let's see who directed that shit, so I don't misquote. Oh, she disappeared. We'll look it up. Director, writer of whatever what the hell is this fucking movie we're looking up? Why can't I remember this? Get Out. There we go. Let me see. Did I say it the right? Jordan Peele. There we go. This may be unrelated, but would y'all train through a torn labrum rehab? Ouch. Oh, Jordan Peele. Thank you, Angel. Appreciate that. Let's see here. Would I train through a torn labrum rehab? I mean, probably not, but I'd talk to my doctor. You know, I definitely see what the doctor has to say about it. Let's see. Hopefully she'll be able to hop back in on here because I think whatever she did, it like kicked her out of her camera, but we'll probably be able to get her back in a second. You get to talk to me for just a moment. But yeah, man, I talk to my doctor, dude. Like, doctors usually right about most of that stuff. So see what the doctor has to say and then go through the proper steps of rehab that way. So, but yeah, I'm going to at least try to close this out real fast with her. And so I'm not exactly sure what happened with her program. So let's see what I can get done. Let's see if I can fix this. Ooh, it's not even letting me interact with it. That's strange. Yes, I can click that button. Can I click this button? How about this button? Oh, that's weird. Can I click this button? Hey, it's just me now. Let me see if I can get her back in the thing. Weird. So she just sent me a message and it said, I just learned what not to do. We're still working on this program a little bit. So let me see if I can get her back in. Hold on. Sorry, I'm hard to chew gum and walk at the same time sometimes. All right, there we go. Let's see if we can get it back in. If he said I can tolerate the pain, go for it. Oh, okay. That's what the doctor said? The doctor told you that if you train with a torn labrum, like, go just have at it? I mean, he is the doctor, you know? I just do whatever the hell the doctor says. Let's see, man. That's really strange. I don't know why it did what it just did. And crazily enough, I can't actually get her thing off. Huh, strange. Weird. Very, very weird. Oh, man. Let's see. Why is the damn thing not working? Oh, well, fuck it. Ooh, did we figure it out? Did we? Maybe, I don't know. Aha, we figured it out.
Hey.
I got you. Some people were giving me shit about the transgender thing. So I just want to toss this out there. All right. I'm going to make sure that my stand is very clear about this. I think that you have the right to treat yourself however you feel the most respected for yourself. If you feel like you're being respected better, and you feel like it's better for you mentally, that you are considered a woman if you're a man, or if you're considered a man if you're a woman, that's cool. I say you do you. All I'm saying is I don't give a shit. I don't care what you do. So if you want to be treated as a man, cool, I'll treat you as a man. If you want to be treated as a woman, I will treat you that way. I'll be as respectful as I can to you. But you just got to understand that not everybody's going to see the world through your eyes. So you have to be respectful of other people's opinions as well. We're all in this one big ball traveling through space together. So we might as well all get along. However you want to be addressed, I'm cool. I'll address you however you want, man. Life is short. Let's all smile. But in any case, did we find the pajamas?
No, I don't like anything here.
Damn.
It's like it's for a woman. It's got to be in pink. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. It doesn't need to be fucking pink.
Are you a fan of pink?
What's that?
Are you a fan of pink?
I'm literally wearing all black.
Oh, well, there you go. I mean, it could have been longer.
Come on, man. Yeah, no, it's not. It's not working out. It's okay. It's okay.
So I am curious. So you're going through I am curious though. You're going through like the the rehab, the surgery, and getting the stem cells and stuff like that, which is super exciting that technology has evolved to where it is now that that's even possible. But I will say this: are you planning on trying to like make a full training camp and punch someone in the face again immediately as soon as you can?
Of course.
Yeah, man. Cool. Have you had any talks with anybody about it, or you're just kind of like up here?
So I'm getting the procedure September 9th. I'm going down to Panama. And I say it's about, so Joe was saying 6 months, no impact. The doctor I spoke to said it was 4 to 6 months, no impact, but I think I'm just going to be conservative just because it's a once in a lifetime chance. Or opportunity with these stem cells. And I think while I am unable to train with impact, I'm still going to do a lot of drilling, do a lot of committing technique to muscle memory, dissecting fights, so that when it's time, I'm ready to go.
Definitely. Obviously the training camp is usually like the hardest part of most fights any damn way. And you don't want to like rush it to go into an 8-week training camp and, obviously cause permanent damage to your knee that, like you said, it really is kind of a once in a lifetime thing to be able to get that taken care of. So yeah, treat that like a piece of gold. I
mean, like when you think about it, like I'm getting this opportunity at 43 years old. I mean, most people would think, she can't do it. She's over the hill. I get this opportunity at 43, and I know I still have the ability to compete with the best of them. I know it.
I saw you throw hands the other day, man. You damn sure still got the hand speed. So, at the end of the day, it's, all that experience that you've accumulated.
I still have speed. I still have power.
Yeah, man. Still kick the shit out of people, and I'm really looking forward to seeing that fight because, for you, I mean, that's a hell of a story. You were beating top-notch fighters for years. And then, you have multiple titles. Then you catch an injury, which sucks. One that's put you on the sidelines for a while. And then now this opportunity arises and, you get to do that again. And that will be a beautiful moment, especially, I mean, come on, you're going to cry when you're standing in the ring and they raise your hand again.
I'll cry on my way out. I'll cry to the ring,
being able to fight.
Still fight my ass off, but I'm going to cry to the ring after. Like, it's been a really long, hard road. I've come so close to being able to fight again. Like I've gotten into fight shape, and then just something like my knee breaks down, gets inflammation, swelling. It's been hard, Yeah. But I haven't been able to forget about what I want. And like I don't want to stop fighting. I want to stop fighting on my terms.
Yeah, of course.
Not because of accidental injury.
Yeah, definitely.
it's very important to me to get back in there and do this, you know?
So let's say, let's say time has passed. We get to that point. You have that fight, win, lose, or draw. Are you going to try to do several fights in a row afterwards? Or are you going to try to take them one at a time?
I would fight as much and as often as I could, as long as I'm not injured.
Oh, well, shit. Yeah.
As long as my body is in a position to perform and to compete well, I would want to do it. I mean, like, I used to love it. I went on this trip to China and they had I think we were there for 2 weeks and they had a fight every weekend. And it was awesome. Because then you get paid twice, which is great because you're already in shape. And as long as you fight smart, you don't get injured. So for me, like, it was kickboxing rules. So my first fight, I just made sure to throw more knees and punches, and I didn't really throw kicks. And then my second fight, I did whatever. Yeah, you just gotta be smart about it. You know,
the time off.
Yeah. So I didn't want to bang up my shins, and then on the first fight, and then have to fight like that the second fight.
Yeah, with like some crazy bruising and stuff.
Which I already have done, but so maybe that's why I didn't want to do that again.
Yeah, it's probably a good call. Live and learn, man.
Yeah.
So Stefan has a question for you. He says, as a fighter, in your opinion, what is most important? Speed, power, flexibility, timing, distance, etc. What works for you?
That all works for me. To win a fight, I would say ring generalship.
Oh, yeah.
Because even if I feel like just on that alone, I dominated most of my fights, just being in the better position. Because if you're in the better position, it automatically gives the appearance of winning. You know, and then like doing more damage. So when I hit them, I'm hitting them harder than they're hitting me. So it counts double. Plus, it also affects their confidence. You know, every time I hit them. So, but I mean, speed is important. Power is important too. But again, power without timing doesn't matter as much. You know. Yeah. So I would say ring generalship, probably one of the most important things. And you don't really need flexibility either. I mean, flexibility so you can get injured, but you don't need to be able to do splits. Maybe being flexible on your game plan.
I can still do splits. I'm proud of that, damn it.
I never could.
Kicking somebody in the head is a beautiful thing, especially like something like a little gross, like an axe kick where the bottom of your foot just comes down on top of their face. I don't know. There's just something about that just like, I don't know, feels good.
Yeah,
get somebody.
No, that's super cool, but I wouldn't do that with my knees.
Oh, well, fair enough.
Yeah.
You know,
I wouldn't.
You don't need the knees. Knees are for rich people.
More of my bread and butter was elbows. I really liked elbows, really liked knees.
Yeah, you actually have a pretty crazy highlight reel of just elbows online I stumbled across.
Oh, I do? I don't know.
Yeah, it's on there. If you look it up, type in your name and elbows, and there's like a highlight reel on there of you just cracking ladies with elbows.
I like elbows. I'm not going to go look right now because I just it's like what you don't do.
It will stop working. Yes, but I will wrap it up for you because I know you're still shopping and stuff like that. And
fucking stupid pajamas. I'm not going to find anything good.
Damn you, pajamas!
I know. I just want some satisfying pajamas.
Oh, well, here you go. Somebody is giving you a great compliment. Bo, he says, how long does it take you to do your immaculate makeup every morning?
Thanks. I don't know what to say to that. Now, these are eyelashes. These are extensions. So these are cheaters. Some little cheaters. And then the rest of it, the rest of it that's me, pimples and all. Just,
all natural.
Yep. All natural. This is I rolled out of bed.
I wake up fabulous, damn it.
I'm just trying to get pajamas to go back to bed.
The struggle is real.
Yeah.
So I'm going to wrap it up with two things. I like to ask the same question out of everybody at least one time because it is my favorite thing to hear. I love stories from the dojo. Stories from the dojo is my favorite thing. Things that happen inside the studio, whether while you're training or while you're teaching, stuff that's usually not caught on film, things that might be a funny moment or a learning moment that you would just learn inside the dojo. And the only people that would know about it are people who were there right then.
So a friend of mine, Kevin, well, his name is Leon, but I call him Kevin. That's one thing I tend to do with people. If I really like you, I will call you a different name than your given name. And I'll do it so much that actually you'll eventually answer to it. And then eventually other people call you that name too. So two things. I did this to a teenage boy, and he was 14 when I first started calling him this. His name was Keith, and I called him Queef. And he didn't even know what Queef meant. When I started calling him that. And then by the time he was 17, people were calling him Queef too. Okay, but anyway,
so prank right there. That's long prank.
So Kevin, whose real name is Leon, and I were doing inside fighting in the boxing ring. And of course, Kevin, whose background is boxing, was whooping my ass. But then he got the better of me, and he's kind of laughing, and he goes to hug me because we're friends, we're friends. But he fucked up, and he hugged me around the back. I was facing away from him, and he hugged me. So I thought he was trying to take my back. I thought he was being a smart ass taking my back because he's whooping me. So he's like, ha ha, I'm whooping you, and now I'll do this to you. And so I grabbed him, I hip tossed him, I threw him down, mounted him, and started pounding him out. And I guess the whole time from when he's like flipping in the air, he was like smiling, hugging me to like, as he's like flying.
So he went for the ride.
Yeah, and unfortunately, nobody in the full ring saw this.
Hey, that's okay. But you and him had a moment.
I know, we had a moment, and he remembered, and now he will no longer hug my back.
I don't let people get underhooks during a hug. Like I want my underhook. No,
if you give them the underhook, then that means that you trust them.
Yeah, nobody's getting the underhooks. And then the last thing, can you let people know how they can find you, follow you, online, social medias? What's up?
At Miriam Nakamoto on Instagram. I'm a basic bitch on these things. I don't get very complicated with it. I'm not the mindful dolphin. Just Miriam Nakamoto, plain old.
Well, there you go.
Super basic. Yeah.
Well, that is all you need. You don't need any more than that. You just keep being you. I'm super excited to hear more about like how this goes for your surgery for the stem cells and stuff like that. I think that's going to be awesome. I'm going to try to keep in contact with you to keep up with that. I think that's awesome. I'm excited to see you back in the ring. And whenever that happens, I'll make sure I shout it out and announce it so people can watch you beat the shit out of somebody and get that hand raised. So. But thank you so much for taking the time, even while you were out pajama shopping, to hop on the show. I really appreciate that. It means a lot. Thank you. And
oh my God, shut up! You thank you. You got way more followers than I do. Please.
I don't know about all that. I'm just the dude who really likes martial arts a lot. That's about it. So nothing special about that. But thank you again. Catch you later, homie.
Okay.